Gentlemen, it is really nice to see all of you here, all shining faces in the evening. I'm just going to briefly introduce Ty to you and also introduce our guest speaker for today. I'm just a wee bit nervous, okay, so don't laugh if I mumble fumble. I think most of us have seen this presentation before. We also know what Ty is. But for the benefit of those of us who don't, I will just very quickly run through this. Ty started in the Silicon Valley in 1992 by a few entrepreneurs, and over the last 19 years it spans around 13 countries. It has 56 chapters with more than 15,000 members attached. The idea of Ty is not really preaching. We don't preach here. It is leading by example. So we meet people who have actually gone through entrepreneurship, people who have gone through all the ups and downs, and people who have learned along the way. And that is how we try and learn from them and their experiences. Ty fosters entrepreneurship through mentoring, networking, and education. These are the three mantras of Ty. Mentoring, because we meet people who have already, as I just said, who have already gone through the whole process and seen the world and seen all the good and bad and evil and everything else. So it's a good learning process. Networking is another thing. We get to meet a lot of people. We were just talking to our guest speaker Sunita ji this evening, and she happened to mention, oh, this is what I was looking for, and immediately it comes to my mind, you'll find them all. So that is what Ty is about. Anything related to entrepreneurship, anything you're looking for, a platform, people, places, you will find it all over here. There are a lot of programs that are hosted by Ty. There's an annual event. There are programs worldwide actually, even within Ty India, there are annual events. You get to meet a lot of people, names like Ratan Tata, Narayan Murthy, they're all accessible to you. You can hear them. Their stories are really, really inspiring. Here are a few programs that we run in Ty Pune. Ty Pune has been around for a while but was not so active. I think Vishwas has picked it up since the last couple of months and is running very, very well now. We have a few My Story sessions, we have mentoring, breakfast meetings. I'll just go a little more in detail in these. So My Story sessions, as you are here for one of these today, are stories by entrepreneurs who have been successful in what they're doing and who are seeing growth. Vishwas also, I think, likes to bring in entrepreneurs who have not done so well so that you can learn from their mistakes, and I think these things are also very interesting for all of us as entrepreneurs. These sessions are held usually every first and third Friday and we've been doing these since March, and I think we have usually a very good attendance. These are a few people that have been on stage. I think you will recognize most of them, so I'm not going to talk too much about them. Mohit Dubey from Carvali, Ramdas Mane, Venkatesh Iyer. He's a very inspiring speaker, actually. I've heard him a couple of times. Nirmala is another lady who's really, really inspiring. She uses waste and makes resources out of them. These are names we have all seen. Kailash Kadkar from Quickie. That one looked like me. Okay, so other than My Story sessions, we have interactive breakfast meetings. These are usually held on Thursdays, every fourth Thursday in the morning. These are casual meetings where topics of common interest are discussed, and they're usually led by the subject matter expert, so you get to learn a lot of things on the topic of your interest. Some of the recent meetings have been about competitive intelligence, about leadership development challenges, and selling to enterprise customers. I think this was the last one, selling to enterprise customers. So you can see a picture here. You cannot see what breakfast everyone was eating. That's on purpose. Okay, so mentoring is another thing that we do. Mentoring is one-on-one sessions with people who have already gone through the process, as I told you. So you can meet them through Ty. Your requests are channeled. You're taken to the right people who can mentor you in your field. There is Ty Stree Shakti. This one focuses on women entrepreneurs. So the idea is not to segregate the men from the women. because entrepreneurs are entrepreneurs, whether men or women, we all face the same challenges. The idea is to bring women together and to encourage more and more women to take up entrepreneurship. And there are certain I would say issues that are common with most women. I think balancing between home and work and things like these that most women would face. Not so much the men, though I think they're there too. You get to meet a few very well-known women here. Rama Bijapurkar is quite active. Mrs. Anita Ramchandran is quite active. Shikha Sharma, you get to meet on and off. These are a few upcoming events. The next My Story session on 16th September with Phanindra Sama, and one on 30th September with Prakash Iyer, who is the author of Habit of Winning. Next breakfast meeting scheduled is for 25th September, and mentoring sessions are ongoing as and when the requests come in. So that was very quick, wasn't it? Okay, we all request you to join TIE, be a part of TIE, because it's a wonderful organization. You have a beautiful networking platform, and if all of us can take help from it, that would be very nice. And as we say, let TIE happen to you. It is everywhere. It's on Facebook, on Twitter. You can network with the Pune Charter members, and there are also feedback forms if we would like all of you to fill in. I will just run this little video. This is Mr. Venkatesh from Goli Vada Pav, and he just talks about.
It's happened huge in the last 1 year's time, and suddenly the PEs, the investors, the franchisee, the Dubai newspapers covered. I will tell you something beautiful with time. This all happened because time happened to us. Because time happened to us. The first time I would say the most important person I met in my destiny was Gobinder Singh, who was the CEO of Vista Foods, and he changed the destiny. Second time I said when things were really low for us, it was time that happened to us.
So ladies and gentlemen, let TIE happen to you too. Okay, so I welcome all of you to the My Story session with Mrs. Sunita Ramnatkar today. We have all heard that behind every man is a successful woman. No? Behind every successful man is a woman. Okay, so I am pleased and honored today to welcome Mrs. Ramnatkar, who is the successful woman and who has two men behind her husband and her brother. She's a science student with a PG diploma in mass communication from Mumbai University. Sunita ji actually is known for her innovative ideas, her marketing themes, and her connection with people. In her daughter's words, she is brilliant with connecting with people. Once she forms a bond, then there's no way you can escape it. Her first daughter was about 2.5 years old, and she was also expecting her second daughter when she decided to fuel her passion and get into building a successful business. And I really like this because this is the stage of life where most of us actually like to take a back seat, with 2 children and home and everything. And at that time to get up and go out, I think is huge, and we really appreciate you for that, Sunita ji. She uses not only her brain but her heart as well in building her business. She has actually herself traveled the length and breadth of the country into the remotest villages and areas to go and encourage women to join the initiative of making women look and feel good. So she has been doing that for all of us. And let me tell you, in those days, traveling was not easy, right? I mean, there were no direct flights. You took flights to some places, you took buses from there. There were no luxury hotels. And you have to live in all kinds of circumstances, and she has actually done that, gone into remote villages, met people, inspired them. And a lot of women thank her today for that because they are all looking and feeling good. And the fun part is, even after all that, she loves traveling in her leisure time. So I'm amazed, amazed with that. She's a yoga practitioner. She has been following yoga for very many years. She's an avid reader. She loves to read spiritual books. She's God-fearing and a spiritualist. She's actively associated with the Indian Merchants Chamber and participates in programs for the youth, for the women, for cancer patients, for prevention of cruelty to animals, and she's been doing a lot of other social activities as well. Her employees describe her as a person with firm bonds, as someone who touches your heart and who will not let you go once you're with her. Her daughters describe her as a passionate mother who put her heart and soul in raising them. Her daughter actually laughs and says, she was never an over-anxious mother. She never went to our school to fight with our teachers, but she was always concerned, and she has brought them up very well. I'm also really amazed with the way she balances what I call the 4H along with building her enterprise. With such a large enterprise, and I'll tell you what this 4H is, it's hobby, health, home and husband. Okay, so when Vishwas told me that I was to introduce Sunita ji, I was just looking for some information. There was a line I read about her which says, "It is indeed ironical that Sunita Ramanatgar has no use for the premium products she manufactures. She is so naturally attractive." This sentence just struck back into my head the moment I saw her as I walked in here today. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sunita ji. Sunita ji, please join us on stage. And Dr. Saili. Dr. Saili will conduct this session. I request Parimal to please welcome Ms. Ramanatgar. Okay, Saili, I hand over.
A very good interaction with a leading woman entrepreneur. The first question which came in my mind when I was going through her story, a typical Maharashtrian family girl became an entrepreneur. How?
Yeah, I was a typical Maharashtrian girl, and way back in 1970s is when I got married. And believe me, it wasn't as advanced thinking as it is today. So when I got married into this big family, there was no one working. None of my sister-in-laws, my husband's, we have a large family. My husband has 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and he's the 7th of all of them. And none of the brides were working. None of his sisters were working. One was a doctor, but she ran away and got married, and everybody spoke in hushed voices about her. But other than that, there was no one working in their house. So it was like a huge house with no need to work. I could have just sat back and enjoyed Marine Drive. I was in one of the better areas of Bombay. I could have just sat back and let life flow by. But I was really restless, and I felt really like a piece of furniture in the house, because there was someone to cook. Not that I knew cooking very well, but there was someone to cook, there was someone to clean the house. And what was I doing here? Waiting for my husband every evening to come and take. You know, it was, I was educated, not overly educated. Let me tell you, I am average. I was educated, I was a science student, I was a